Danger Dolan, strats for all Throne of Thunder encounters, whether you're tank, heal, or DPS. Refer to the links below this video for the guide that caters to your role. Mechanics. Here's how the fight works. You'll be fighting the boss in 4 phases, and in each of the first 3, he'll ride a different type of mount. You've got a fire mount, a thunder mount, and a frost mount. Then the boss himself with no mount, in that order. Every mount drops these lines of fire or thunder or frost on the ground. There's no tricks to this, no gimmicks, just move out of anything that looks bad, jump a lot. Very simple. For the fire mount, Rorschach, you'll see the boss has an energy bar below his health bar and it fills up gradually. You don't ever want this bar to reach 100 energy, because trust me, it'll be painful. To diminish the energy bar, you'll need to stack your raid in 3 groups of 3. When the boss detects 3 or more players clumped together, he'll shoot fire at that group, spread a lot of damage between them, and give them a debuff that increases damage taken. However, it will also completely reduce his current energy to 0. So the strat is, have your team watch the boss's energy bar, and when it's above say 40 or 50, have one mini group stack up, take a hit, then separate. Keep that in a rotation and you should be fine. For the Thunder mount, Quetzal, stay spread out to avoid chain lightning. If someone does get hit by chain lightning, they'll be placed in a small cloud graphic and you'll need another player to click them out, like the Amber Prisons in the 4th Heart of Fear encounter. Periodically the boss will pull your raid towards him, then send a lot of random spinning tornadoes all over the place. The only thing you can do here is just avoid them, bearing in mind all the lightning lines on the ground and that you'll be stunned if you touch them, so keep jumping. For the Frost mount, Damren, he's going to put shields up around his body and they rotate direction every so often, which only matters to tanks and DPS. Apart from this, the boss might freeze someone's mana, then after a few seconds make it explode, dealing a truckload of damage on your whole raid. Not a big deal. When the Iron Con himself faces you, there's not much to worry about. He'll do more damage and he might flame up or freeze a cyclone. Fire cyclones do raid damage and the frost ones just mess you up if you touch them, so don't touch them. DPS, you gotta save lust for this final phase. Let's recap. Ongoing things, you gotta avoid ground lines, the elemental types, the fire, the thunder, the ice. Fire mount, you gotta form a group of 3 if the boss's energy is above 40 or 50, and you gotta only have one group stacking up because you don't want all your groups doing it at the same time. The Thunder mount, you click people who are stuck in the clouds, and they should only be stuck in the clouds if they have been stacked up, which they should not be because you got to be spread out for this phase. And avoid the tornadoes, especially when the boss pulls you in towards him. The Frost mount, you move behind the boss's shields in order to keep DPSing. The Iron Con, you just don't touch the cyclones and you just pray that you can get him down. You use lust, obviously. That's it. Click the annotation you see on screen for the other boss guide playlists. If you click that nice looking subscribe button at the top left, then all future guides will come right to you. Like on Facebook for heads up on all my upcoming projects, leave comments about alternative strats, like if you liked the video, dislike it if you disliked it, that is what it is there for, go for it.